Success dysmorphia at the most basic top level is the inability to see, feel, internalize, enjoy, and appreciate your own success. Like body dysmorphia, success dysmorphia is when you do not see yourself accurately and hold yourself to outrageous, unrealistic, inflated, unhealthy expectations or standards. When you have success dysmorphia, you struggle to feel like you're doing enough when you are actually doing more than enough. You don't see how great you are doing, and you are focused on the next step versus appreciating the now. Success dysmorphia is what leads to burnout, shame, anxiety, isolation, and losing yourself. Here are some ways that success dysmorphia can show up for you. You feel shame when people compliment or comment on your success. You struggle to feel proud, satiated, and content with where you are. Getting stuck in cycles of burnout and burnout shame. Constant feelings of anxiety that you are behind or not moving fast enough, which goes back to the arbitrary timelines, goals, numbers, and milestones as markers of success. Questioning your qualifications despite lots of education and experience. I'll be happy when mentality. This is the idea of like, oh, I just need to once I open up that compound, once I write that book, once I have this, I'll know I made it. Constantly comparing yourself to not just other people, but previous eras and accomplishments. Believing you are not a success unless you are at a certain level. Success dysmorphia also shows up as always feeling the need to figure out the next big thing, jumping from job to chase the feeling of moving up. And then obviously preoccupation with where you are in relation to others. It starts with your programming, period. What you learned, what you believe, what you think. So it starts there. Your programming and what you've observed and what you were taught becomes what you internalize about success. This now affects your inner compass. Your inner compass tells you where to go. And because of that, your inner compass never knows when you've arrived. And so we never stop or feel satisfied, which then leads to us losing our sense of self and disconnects from our bliss center. What does it even mean to be successful? We are all driven by unconscious programming, limiting beliefs of what it means to be successful. What we fail to remember, or what we fail to even think about, is that defining success often depends on the context of the situation. We just kind of look at things too generically, and we actually don't look at the context and the nuances of all the things in all the situations, right? We often lose sight of all the varying layers of our lives, and we get caught up in peer pressure, fitting in with narratives, and we slip back into old programming. You can create any measurement of success you want for every aspect of your life. You can base it on CDFs. You can base it on how much you laugh, how open you get, how much you are able to receive. How come we're not defining success by this? Are you really successful if you never laugh? Are you really successful in life if you don't have a safety net of ride or dies? Are you really successful if you don't have a safe place you can go to no matter how far you've been traveling or how much you spiraled out? Are you really successful if you don't have a safe space that you can go and grow in for the rest of your life? Are you really successful? How come no one talks about it like that, right? So there are so many ways that you can define your success, but we just fall into old, tired ass narratives.